Hello lovely peoples, we've got some things going on. Doing another floral musk. I had two to do for this wholesale order, so I thought because she gave me free rein, oh there it is, couldn't find my spatula, I thought I'd do two differently. In anything that she gave me two to do, I've done them differently, and then that way she picks a design that she likes and wants to stick with it, then she can. But also if she wants to just have them different all the time, they'll be the same fragrance, which is my preference and how I always made my soaps. Even when I made like lemongrass and Persian lime, I had to make all the time when I was doing the markets because people loved it, but I never did the same design twice. I generally used the same colours, which was orange, yellow and green and white, because they're lemongrass colours to me. And this floral musk, I tend to use pink, purple and blue. I don't know why. I guess that's probably what it smells like to me, but I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, apart from like oatmeal milk and honey, which never had a colour, although I did change the design on it a few times. Sometimes I did layers, sometimes I did drop swirls. I never really, maybe that's why I'm never successful. I mean, they say that the key to success is consistency, and I am the least consistent person I know. It's just, I get bored with things, and I wouldn't, I mean, if I was buying soap from someone, I would buy the same fragrance over and over again. I wouldn't necessarily care what it looked like as long as it wasn't ugly. You know, like I would never buy a soap just based on what it looked like, because I'm more about scent than looks. So I'd buy lemongrass and Persian lime even if it was just plain yellow. You know, I wouldn't buy lemongrass and Persian lime if it was like brown, maybe. I don't know. Although I probably would, because I still like the fragrance. So, but yeah, no matter how good a rose soap was, no matter how good it looked, I would never buy it because I would never use it. So I guess that's kind of my theory in that, you know, changing designs is not bad as long as you've consistently got that fragrance. And it's like lemongrass and Persian lime always sold, black raspberry and vanilla always sold, yet the designs always changed. So it can work. Maybe I just never reached my full potential because they weren't exactly the same. I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Why? Pretty much. I'll finish one sentence before I start another one. I have been thinking a lot about why I generally always reach moderate success in pretty much everything that I turn my hand to. But I never reach, like, I don't own my own home, so I'm just moving. I have the spongy rubber matting underneath me, and it was half under me. I had 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot on the sponge matting. It was too weird. You know, I don't own my own home. I don't own a brand new car, although I probably would never buy a brand new car. Well, I would. I'd buy a Tesla for sure. I'd have an EV, no sweat. I would love one. And of course they're sexy too. Just not just because they're electric and can go super fast, but just because they're just a wonderful car, and I just think that electric vehicles are the future. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, so I have been thinking a lot about the way I do things and why I don't reach the success that I sometimes think I deserve because I work so hard. And I think that's kind of a mindset for me. Like I've always thought if you work really hard, you will be rewarded. That is not actually true. I'm a prime example. Like it's Sunday. It's Sunday lunchtime. I haven't eaten yet. It's actually 2 o'clock. I haven't eaten yet, and it's Sunday. So, you know, I don't take days off. I do tend to put my health on the back burner for pretty much everything. And and yet I'm not super successful. Whereas there are other people, millions of other people, who work 9 to 5 and make millions. And they don't work so hard that it's killing them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've just been thinking about that, and I think that the whole consistency is key thing is definitely for sure a thing for YouTube. I won't disagree with that at all. I think one of the reasons why I don't have as big a subscriber base, well, apparently that's what they're called now. That's what you guys are called, subscribers. It's like Biffa when he reaches Megalopolis on City Skylines. There's a level on City Skylines called Megalopolis, and he always calls it, literally always calls it Megalopolis. So it's just a thing now. It's Megalopolis, not Megalopolis. No, I don't know now. Anyway, I'm not consistent. I've never been consistent. I can't be consistent because I'm bipolar. So I'm always all over the shop. Always all over the shop. That's just who I am. That's just the way it is. So I'm trying to explain something and I don't know how to put it into words. I don't count my worth on how many video views I get or how many likes I get. I was actually considering turning likes off, or at least turning the like count off, because it literally doesn't matter. I mean, I love that you guys like my videos. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you like my videos. You know, it's like, I'm glad you're all here, because otherwise I'm just talking to myself. Which, honestly, if I had 10 subscribers, I'd probably still be doing this anyway. But I'm never consistent. I talk about controversial things. Oh, her brain dead person picked up her can of drink earlier with these gloves on. Needless to say, I had to clean up some Pepsi. Now I'm putting white in all of these because I want pastels. Alright, so we're going to go like that. Yeah, that works. No? It doesn't matter. They're all pale. It doesn't really matter. Yes, I should have mixed the white first. I am an idiot. We have established this with me trying to pick up a Pepsi can with a glove covered in oil. Or soap batter, as the case may be. Let's just give this a whiz. I'm loving the colours, I've got to say, especially that blue. How pretty is that blue? Alright, because there's not very much of this, I'm going to give this a good scrape off because this is my white. I'm doing some piping on top. And this is my white. That's what the white is for. Just in case you didn't know what was going on in my brain, because nobody else does. I certainly don't. But yeah, I think the point in all of that, the point that I was trying to make is that I don't think I will ever see the success that I would like to see, which, in saying that, I don't necessarily want to be a millionaire, like it would suck, but I would like to just be successful enough to buy my own home and not have to stress about bills. Like, you know, if I could have like 50 grand in the bank, that would be honestly the most life-changing things. I would have, like, 50 grand wouldn't get me a house, but you know, my bank only gets to $1,000, and then I have to buy supplies, and it's not $1,000 anymore. So I mean, I think the most I've ever saved up in my life is $8,000. And then I have some wild idea. That was my money to go to Japan. and then the shit hit the fan and I didn't go. One day maybe. But yeah. But yes, I think because of the way that I am, because I am bipolar and inconsistent in pretty much every area of my life, not even pretty much, I am inconsistent in every area of my life, I don't think I will ever reach the success that I would like. Which, like I said, it's not, the success that I would like is not necessarily so far out of reach that it's impossible, you know. Like, I don't want to be rich. I just want to own my own home. That's the only thing I've ever wanted my whole life. But I have given up that dream. But, you know, it's a pity because it was a pretty good dream. I built some awesome cubby houses when I was a kid. Under the trampoline, I had built the best, like I had rooms. It was, and I built it with like pegs and stakes, like ground stakes you put in the ground, not ones you eat. I would never waste a steak like that. I'd eat it. Although I wouldn't, because I'm pretty fussy when it comes to steak. I eat T-bones, that's it. I don't like any other steak. I don't like rump steak or minute steak or I don't know what any other steaks there are. I just like T-bone. That's it. I'm not going to put any fragrance in the white. Just put that in there. But yeah, so it's just one of those things, I guess, you know, the great Australian dream, great American dream. We all, I mean, every country has them, I think, you know, but it's all good. Like, I don't hate my life. I wish I had more time. I really, really wish I had more time. I really wish I had a mould because I haven't got one. The dishwasher has only just finished, so everything's still a little wet. Not that it matters because your soap will just soak that bit of water in anyway, and then it will come out as it cures. It's more the outside where it's sitting in the timber, you don't really want it wet. Code, I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what I was going to say then. Wow, okay. See, this didn't stay fluid last time. I don't know why it stayed fluid this time. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. I literally don't know. Let's just pour it in and see what happens. Why not? Should be interesting. These are going to be some interesting colours. Oh, this is so fluid. Look how beautiful it is. Loving it. Okay. Wow. I'm pretty impressed. But yes, but I watched this video the other day, and I don't pay myself a wage, like I just have money, you know, that comes from sales, and I use it for stuff, be it stuff for the business or stuff for myself, and I've never actually sort of just paid myself. So I've started paying myself 10% from every sale now. So I mean, it's not much. I mean, if an order comes in that's $36, not including the shipping because I don't include that, then I get $3.60. It's not much, but it's something, and I'm sort of actively paying myself. Like I can see the results of it, you know. And yeah, just I don't know. It's sort of unlike me. Like, I don't tend to think about money in anything other than I just need to make more so that I can make more things, you know. I've never really sort of thought about it in any other sort of way than that, because that's what I need to do, is I just need to make more things. Oh, sorry, I think I just smacked the camera. So yeah, just to actually take stock of the sales and go, right, okay, well, I've made this many sales today, I have to pay myself 10% of that total. So, yeah, just, I don't know why I'm sharing this with you. Which is something that I have never done before, which I probably should have been doing all along. But it was just, I don't know, it was some New Zealand chick. I think she's a real estate developer or something, I'm not sure. Most of the other stuff was like, nah. It didn't sort of gel with me because she was talking about investments and stuff, and I'm not someone who would ever invest because I just feel like investing is no different than gambling, and I don't like gambling. So, like on anything, I don't even buy scratchers because no, I don't like gambling. It's just a waste of money. I'd rather put that $5 towards something else, But that's just me. I mean, each to their own. It's funny how this has kind of set up, like on the edges, you can see how this is a little bit thicker, whereas it's just, it's a weird fragrance. It does weird things. And that's not coming out of there. No, that's not coming out of there. Okay. Right. So yeah, that's the trials and tribulations of me having no money. Because like I say, I have no money. But like I also said, I'm always been mildly successful at everything that I've turned my hand to. Like I was not mildly, I was well successful at 3D modelling. Like I was making tons of money. Not gonna lie. But then I just couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't stand working with Daz. They stifled our creative freedom, and they only wanted particular things, and I didn't want to just be like a model factory just churning shit out. I wanted to be able to create interesting things. So that's why I gave up modelling. I don't think I ever would have given it up if I had been allowed creative freedom, because anything that allows me creative freedom, I do constantly, which is why I still soap. I mean, I've been soaping now for I honestly don't know. I want to say 8 years, 9 years. I don't know. It's not long in terms of a lot of people, but it's long in terms of what I've done. I think how many soaps I've made, how many recipes I've worked with and shit like that. So okay, so I'm going to suggest that is pipeable, because we don't have a piping tip in the bag. I just have cut the end off, so I'm just going to do like poo shaped round piping. Poo shaped, she says. May actually not be quite thick enough. Let's see. Yeah, it's not really holding its shape just yet. But I have something cool to put on the top of this, which is why I'm doing this way. I'm going to have to get a spatula to get the rest of that out. So we'll do that. Put that in there. My last online shop at Kmart, not this one I just whinged about recently, which wasn't on this video, it was on the last video I made. I bought like 15 spatulas, so I don't run out now. It's great. I love it. Oh, I'm so hungry. It's Probably because I haven't eaten today and it's already 2 o'clock. That might have something to do with it. Alright. So, oh Jesus. Yeah, that might not be ready. I had the end folded over and see how it was sitting in the jug so that it didn't go all the way down to the bottom and come splurting out just in case it wasn't ready. Should always do that with your... Alright, that's it. That's it. I'm done with them. Can't take them anymore. I hate them so much. Although I've got to tell you, gel nails are really not very good if you want to be sliding your hands along plastic or using sticky tape or cling wrap or anything. Okay, I always look so awkward, don't I? Let's have a little go here. It should be alright. Alright. Oh, that's right, I was going to go down the middle. I forgot. Oh, well, we're not going down the middle now. I actually didn't keep back as much white as I thought I was going to keep. So I'm just giving it a squeeze. I'm not squeezing it particularly hard because it is still a little... This is not quite ready, I would say. I'm just going to do another... So you can see how much is already coming out as on pipe before I start. Well, there's already an amount that's come out of the piping bag, which means it's not ready. But it's also sitting up, so it's not too bad. I think the middle of it's probably going to be a little bit more loose, or like in the middle of this bag. Okay, so what do we do now? Shit. There might be enough. Let's risk it. This doesn't look anything like what I was hoping it would look like. I should have actually used a round tip. What you'll find is if you just cut the bottom of your bag, you won't ever get a proper round shape as you're piping because the bag is not really round. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. See how it's not really round? So you're never going to get that roundness. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with smaller amounts into these little bits here. Oops, I'm going to put my finger in that. Finger. I can feel my finger touching the tips of it. There should be enough. And for some reason I'm shaking. I don't know why. But I do shake a bit. Generally, just like everyday life. Sometimes it gets really bad and I freak out because my grandfather had Parkinson's. It's just like, I just saw how bad he used to shake and I don't want that to happen to me. You know what? Because of what we're doing to the top, I'm not going to use any more. What I will do, actually, I'll just put in... Shit, I put my finger in that then. I'll just fill in these little bits here. Because even the ends look good. Right, and then the rest I'm just going to squirt down into one of these. Oh, whoops. Well, I'm going to try. Alright. I don't know why I did that. It's got no fragrance in it, so it's like I'll never ever give that to anyone as a freebie because it's got no fragrance in it. How disappointed would you be if you got a freebie and it didn't smell like anything? Although I suppose maybe not. Okay, so I have these three little containers here, and in these we have some sprinkles. We got purple, we got blue, and I've got pink, and I covered them in mica so that they sort of were fairly close to the colours that I used. I didn't use the same colours in the soap, but they're very, very similar. So, let us entertain you. Okay, so there's a little bit too much mica in this one. Actually, what I might do, just to try and get rid of some of it. That'll work. Oh god, that'll work. Alright. So what I'm going to do... Could I be more awkward today, do you think? Like, no. Probably not. Okay, so I don't know if this will work. Doing it off the spoon. I thought it might. What? Okay, it doesn't really work. Kinda works. They look super cute though. We got too much micro on them, they're not sticky at all. Micro? I said micro, didn't I? I'm sorry, I'm weird. I'm actually not. They kind of look like bits of crystal or bits of sugar almost, don't they? Like the little sugar crystals. I didn't realise how cute these hexagons were. So I made them ages ago. I just have not used them. I didn't really have a soap. Is it finished yet? Nearly. Long video. After all of that, turned out to be a long video. I'm loving this, you guys. I'm absolutely loving this. I hope she likes it. And I have to cut it on its side. So these are not food sprinkles. These are soap sprinkles. Oh, whoops, that was too many. Oh, I don't know how to fix that. I don't think I can fix that. No, whatever. Oh, I love them! I love them! Love them! So cute! I might just go back and put a couple more pink ones on. The video's about to stop because it's almost at its 30-minute mark. Whoop. Some of these will fall off too, don't forget, because I'm not putting them on particularly hard. Alright, well, we have 30 seconds left, so we did well. Let's bring you up. I'll probably put some glitter on this after the video is finished because the big chunk of purple ones there is terrible. It looks so cute though, look how sparkly it is. Like, that's so cute. Oh, I'm loving it. Let's see if we can put some sparkles on real quick. We'll do some blizzard. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Whoa, look at it. All right, bye. Okay, so you'll be pleased to know that not one of these has fallen off yet. Well, you may not be pleased. I am super pleased. Oh, the smell. The smell. Honestly, I would just make floral musk soaps all day, every day, and be happy about it. Although I would miss my citruses, so. But this is just, it's such a beautiful smell. It really is. I don't know why I like this as much as I do. It's called Floral Musk, but I don't think it's particularly floral or particularly musky. It's just, I think the reason why it doesn't have a description is because it kind of defies description. It's one of those, oh, there you go. Two fell off. It's just one of these fragrances. I'm having a hard time here. That you just have to smell it and you'll know if you like it when you smell it. It's that simple. No one can actually say, oh yeah, you'll love this, because it's one of those smells. It's also one of those soaps that just does not want to come out of the goddamn mould today. What are you doing? Just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. I mean, that should be everybody's life motto, really, shouldn't it? Just don't be a dick. Oh dear. I need to make that into something. Don't be a dick. Oh my god. This is me struggling. I'm so struggling right. Hey! Ooh. And we got one little bendy corner. Now, I'm hoping these won't pull through the soap. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Oh, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I have to remake the soap. Oh, that would be terrible, having to make another freaking floral mask. Yeah, that one's gonna... I'm actually gonna turn it over. Let's do that. Just because the strings will at least start straight. Now I feel fallen off. Come on, pa-ching, pa-ching, pa-ching. You can see that end piece, looks nice. I think one just went flying across the room somewhere. Oh, that's a bit nice. What have we lost? Isn't there? Oh no, the purple's there. It's just... you can't really see it. Oh, no, the purple's here, the pink's here. So, it's not bad. It's a bit... I think it's a bit much, maybe. Although, I mean, people like full-on colour like this. I don't know, this one's going to have to be cleaned up. I think it's a bit much. It's a little busy. If it was the pink and the purple in a white base, I think I'd probably be a little happier with it. It's so cute. Oh my god, that's so cute. Yeah, I think it might just be just a little much. But hey, I mean, it's bright and colourful. There's that for sure. And I mean, even though tons of them have fallen off, and literally, well, not literally, because that would be stupid, because I didn't put a ton on there. Not an actual ton anyway. Even though heaps have fallen off, there's still plenty on the top. So, that's good. The swirl turned out really nice. However, I'm pretty pleased with that, I've got to say. So some interesting movement to it. Well, oh, because yeah, okay, I remember what I did. Yeah. Righto. But yeah, I mean, as I said, I mean, there's heaps falling off. But the tops are still, I knew that would come good at some point. Yeah, okay. No, it's not what I expected. Let's put it that way. It's not what I expected. But I don't hate it. That's always good. As long as I don't hate them, I'm good. There's one in there, and there's one in there. Oh, there's one in there. Okay, I'm going to cut this one on its side as well. Move that one so you can have a look at the next one. Yeah, that's really pretty. That pink actually came up really nice, didn't it? Oh, I'm liking that pink. What was that? What did we use? Blush. Oh, of course. Blush is such a lovely colour. Alright. A couple more fell off. Wait, a couple more fell off. A couple more went flying across the room. Oh, this one got cut in half and then flew off. So yeah, I mean, still plenty on top. I like it. Just probably wouldn't do the same colours again. I think I would probably do all three of those colours, but in a white base maybe. I think that would probably work a little bit better. But I mean, you know, you've got to try these things to know what you like. Yeah, cool. Yeah. The swirls are really lovely though. Alright, well I'm going to have to go clean this up now. Things it's got little soapy bits everywhere. And I will see you for the next one.